Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Camille, and today I'm going to be doing the December 2019 reading for the sign of Gemini. So before I get into you guys' reading, I want to talk a little bit about your astrology. It's not very much, but you guys just had a full moon in your sign on December 12th. So for Gemini rising or ascendant, or for someone who has a Gemini first house, basically this would have been in your first house. So full moons bring like knowledge about what's been going on. They bring knowledge about what's been hiding in the dark. Like the moon shines the light on the things that are in the dark. So some of you guys may have been just figuring out things about yourself or other people in your life, or I think that some of you guys have been realizing some of your insecurities and things that other people don't really know about you. Things that you may not like about yourself have been becoming more known basically to you, and aspects of your personality, because the first house rules your personality, and maybe for some of you your body, aspects about your body as well. So I'll talk a little bit more later about like what other planets you guys have and what other houses, because it'll come up in the reading. But before I was doing your reading, I was meditating on you guys' energy, and I saw somebody was in an island, or at an island or in an island. It was like a beach, and then like across from the beach was water and like a volcano or like some mountains, like something over there. And it was nice and sunny outside basically, and I just heard that song. It's called Paradise by Chris Cab. If you guys don't know that song, you should look it up, because he's basically talking about how he wants his paradise on earth. He doesn't want to wait until he dies to have a good life basically. So maybe some of you guys are feeling like that right now. I also saw somebody was like by a box, and then they opened it, and it was really dark inside, and they were curious, and they like were looking in it, and then all of a sudden they like fell inside of the box, and then it was just like dark. They were just floating in midair, and it was dark, and they were like wondering what the fuck was going on, but they were also kind of fascinated because they just fell inside of a box of nothingness, I guess. I don't really know. And then I thought of Pandora's box. It just reminded me of that. And so you guys can look up what Pandora's box is, but a long story short, it's somebody who named Pandora. It's like a Greek mythology. Somebody named Pandora. She had a box. She was told that it was filled with gifts and stuff, but it was actually filled with darkness and famine and things like that. And so I feel like some of you guys are just really starting to realize some of the darker aspects of yourself, life. It was just filled with eighth house shit, like basically stuff that people don't necessarily like to talk about all the time. The more deeper, darker aspects of life, but they're a part of life nonetheless. Especially because you have Saturn and Pluto in the eighth house right now, and I'll elaborate on that a little later. So I also saw a sword, like with a blade, like the blade or sword was very shiny, like it was just shiny, and the person just like pulled it out of the little holder and like saw it shine, and then like they were like, yeah, I'm ready to go. So the swords in the tarot represent air, which is, you guys are air sign. It represents like thoughts and intelligence and ideas. So I just feel like some of you guys are really ready to communicate what you have to say, or it was almost like you were gonna like fight somebody with a sword, and so maybe you're just like ready to defend yourself or give your opinion in some way, shape, or form, or just use your words for a specific cause. I also feel like some of you guys as far as the Pandora's box, I want to go back on that, but as far as the Pandora's box, I feel like some of you guys you're just really starting to learn how like people function, like learn like why people do the things that they do. Like you're learning about psychology, and you're learning about subconscious behaviors. Anyway, so let's go ahead and just get into this reading. I see that some of you guys, you're at the end of a cycle right now. If you've been working really hard at work, you're almost done. You need to keep going because you're almost done. Like you've almost completed a project, or you're almost, maybe because we're at the end of the year and you're going to take a break or something, but you need to keep going. Like you need to persevere through whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like a lot of you, it's like creative projects or businesses or something that you're into. But if it's actual work, then you need to keep going because you're about to see the fruits of your labor soon, or it's going to be done. But I also see that you need to watch out for your body, because I feel like some of you guys are working too hard and you might like pull a muscle, or you might something with your back, strain your back or your neck, like something up here, your upper body. So you need to be careful and do what you need to do what's necessary to relax your body every day. Like, so maybe take a bath or get a massage if you can, or go to a chiropractor or somebody who can untense your muscles, because you still need to care for your body even though you're working. And I know you're just so focused on getting it done, but it's just like, I feel that if some of you guys don't care for your body, you may injure yourself or just burn out, but especially with your body. Some of you guys just need to take breaks. You need to take breaks in between. You're still gonna get done what you need to get done, but you need to take a break, because it's like, if you're running on E, if you are driving a car and it was running on E, eventually it's gonna run out of gas. It's not gonna be useful anymore. It's a perfectly good car, but it's no use to no one if it doesn't have any gas in it. So I feel like you need to stop and rejuvenate yourself and recoup and then go again. So I also see that some of you guys, I just see that you guys need to be caring for yourself. You need to take care of yourself. Maybe you've been taking care of a lot of other people lately, or haven't had the focus on yourself. But I feel like you need to take care of yourself, and something about your surroundings too. Like maybe some of y'all houses need to be cleaned, or it's like you've been forgetting about the little stuff around you. Excuse me. You've been forgetting about the little stuff around you and how much that matters. So like cleaning up your house, cleaning up your desk, your office, whatever, but you need to like keep your environment looking neat and nice and peaceful. I don't know what's going on in my throat. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys, even if it's not like just cleaning up your house or something, you need to like bring some life around you. Like get some flowers in your house, like some stuff that smells good. Make your house or your space or your workspace or wherever environment you're in a lot more comfortable, more beautiful, just better on the eyes, and it'll be better on your, like that energy you will feel basically. I feel like some of you guys are having a problem with your self-worth right now. I feel like you need to be around people who care about you, who are like good friends or good family members, because when you talk to them, I feel like they'll let you know that basically you're tripping, for one. Like if you don't feel good about yourself, I feel like they're gonna let you know, like, you know, how good of a person you are or how worthy you are. I also see that some of you guys, you have something really valuable. You have a gift or a talent or something that's just straight up like given from God or the universe, and you don't realize, you're not using it and you don't realize it. For some of you, it's like the ability to like care for others and to like You can uplift others. You can nurture other people. Some of you it's with animals. Some of you it's with nature. Some of you it's with money. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's basically like you have a gift and you need to use it. You need to realize what you have, because I feel like you're allowing your gifts to waste away, and that's not what we came here for. I also feel like some of you guys have gifts that you Jesus Christ. Okay. I also feel like some of you guys have gifts that you've acquired through just living life. Like I heard, the wisdom that you get from life is way different from the wisdom that you get from school. And this wisdom you can teach to other people. It's like the school of life versus actually going to a university or something like that. Whatever it is, it's like you need to share that with other people, because it's golden. Like, it's something that will take you somewhere and also will be satisfying to you and other people, but you have to realize that you have it, and then you have to use it. I see that some of you guys, some of you guys are really funny. I've known some Geminis to be pretty funny, or have a pretty good sense of humor too, because you guys have that light energy. I feel like some of you guys are gonna start just communicating with people in like a really funny way. The things you're gonna be talking about is just gonna make people laugh. And it's gonna make you like happy to do that, because you like to be like fun and silly and stuff. You like that lighter energy. But it's like you're gonna be talking about stuff that's like common sense, that like isn't common, and people are gonna find that very funny, and you'll actually have an opportunity in that. So if you decide to like record yourself like with a funny video, or you'll just be talking to some people, or maybe the right people, and they're gonna be like, you know what, did you want to come to this show, or did you want to do this? It's like you'll just be saying funny shit because you'll be thinking about it, and there will be some opportunities. You'll be in your natural state. That's kind of how opportunities come a lot of times, where you're just doing your thing, having a good time, and that when you're in that vibration, that you're super open for the universe to deliver opportunities to you. I also feel like some of you guys may have some people who are talking about you. I don't know who exactly these people are, but maybe I feel the need to tell some of you guys that you do not have to communicate immaturely with them people. You don't have to stoop down to their level, because, you know, in order for somebody to bring you down, you have to be up in the first place. That's just like you're here and they're trying to bring you down. You were up in the first place. So don't stoop down to no one's level. But I do feel like you're going to make light of the situation if you can think about it from a different perspective, because you see that they're trying to bring you down, or you're basically going to just laugh it off. Like, you're just like, I don't have time for that. Like, I see what you're trying to do. Like, it's not like I'm smarter than that. I know what you're trying to do. I also see that some of you guys, you need to take charge back of your life, because you've been allowing your fears to, debilitate you. You've been allowing your fears to control you instead of you control your fears. Like, it's time for you to face your fears. Specifically, one fear that you're afraid to do something, but yeah, it's time for you to do that. And it's like when you face the fear, it like, feels that energy that you're giving off, and it's like it's no longer trying to do anything negative to you. How do I describe this? Maybe it's like when you're like around a dog or something like that, or an animal, and or a lion, or I don't know specifically why I got a lion, but it's like they can sense fear on you, so then it's receptive to you. So if you give off fear, then it's like, oh, fear, so I should be scared too, so I'm going to defend myself. It's very receptive to whatever it is that you're giving off. If you give off confidence, if you give off that you're not afraid, even though the thing may be dangerous, but you just are not afraid. You're a human. You can do a lot of stuff. If you give off those vibes that you're not afraid of whatever it is that you have been afraid of, it's going to give that back to you. It's going to give you nothing to be afraid of. But if you give off that fear energy, you're going to have fear be directed back to you. I know it's kind of hard to describe, but it's basically like face your fears. It's like if there's people out there who literally like train lions and stuff. Like lions and tigers and stuff, and like wild animals, they can feel your energy. And if they feel that you're afraid of them, it's like they sense the weakness and they prey on you almost. And it's like when people aren't afraid of them, it's like they can sense that too. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I know this is not that type of party. I don't have to even do that. It's like your fear, whatever it is that you're afraid of, it's like it can sense your energy too. Yeah, you really need to like be bold and be brave. I feel like what is this? Some of you guys need to work on your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra. So that's the first and the third chakra, I believe. And you can work with it with crystals, with meditation music, energy healing, wearing those colors. You could just Google which ones, but it's the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra. Yeah, I just see that a lot of you guys, it's really just time to take control back of your life. You are the authority in your life. If you haven't been the authority in your life, if you've been allowing other things to control your life, it's time for you to take back your power. Saturn and Pluto in the 8th house it probably has been putting you through some things, through some tests, it deals with power. Pluto rules the 8th house anyway. And the 8th house deals with power. But Pluto is about transformation. So a lot of you guys have been going through a lot of transformation right now. Dealing with deeper, darker aspects of yourself, which most likely would be fears and insecurities. And other people as well. And Saturn is there to get you to be... Saturn's like a parent that wants you to be responsible. It wants you to be your own person. So it's like it shows you tough love, but only because it wants you to be the best that you can be. And Saturn is basically like, look, you're in control of your life. Saturn is like a boss. Saturn would be somebody who is older and wiser, and like they're the boss of their life. There's not a person that bosses over them. And it wants you to be that way as well. But this is trying to set you up for long term, because Saturn wants long-term results and long-term stability. Now, I've been saying this in all the videos, but the next year coming up, 2020, in numerology equals up to a 4. And it's going to be a year of the 4, which is like stability, security, perseverance, creating solid foundations, basically. And I feel like that's what's happening right now. You need to start building on your foundation. Some of you guys want to have an empire. You want to build something to pass on to other people. You want to have a legacy. Well, it's time for you to start now. It's time for you to figure out why you're here. What is your purpose? And you building these solid foundations, it's going to take some practical work, okay? Like, you're going to have to be doing step by step, like not skipping steps, you know, not looking too far ahead. Just take it step by step. But I just feel like a lot of you guys have, it's like the power within you has been so hidden or not used. You haven't been using your personal power as a human being. And we're all powerful as fuck as human beings. Like, you have to remember what you come from. You come from it doesn't matter what you believe in. You come from an infinite power source. You come from infinite energy. You come from something that makes life, that makes the bugs and the trees and the flowers and you. And you were a little baby one time. You were literally like an egg that combined with a sperm to make a person. All your DNA, everything about you was in this egg. And then you grew up, like, you started out as this, and then you grew up to be a whole person, like, and you started out as an egg and a sperm. Like, that's a miracle. You have to remember, like, what you come from. You have that inside of you, but I don't think you've been realizing you have that same type of power in you. And it's time for you to start using your power and start being an authority over your life and start building solid foundations. And if in some of your relationships you've been a little bit more passive and not speaking up for yourself and not holding people accountable for what they've been doing, or holding yourself accountable for what you've been doing, you're gonna have to stop that this year coming up. It's like time for you to be a little bit more responsible, hold yourself accountable for what you got to get done. You're like, I'm grown, I take care of my bills, I take care of myself. You know, you got to be an adult. Emotionally responsible, and responsible in a lot of different ways. But then once you start to take on this energy, you're going to hold other people accountable for the stuff that they're not doing. Because you're like, if I can do it, you can do it too. Like, there's no excuse for what you're doing. I also see that some of you guys, yeah, you're definitely with Pluto in the 8th house. You're going through rebirth for sure. Like, I've been going through the same thing. First of all, I'm a Gemini ascendant. Gemini is my first house, so I relate to this reading in a lot of different ways. But because Pluto's there, you're going through transformation. You're literally becoming a different person. Saturn is there, and Saturn slows down progress with anything. It will slow it down, and to get you to like really like see, to really know, to really understand, and to really learn. So Saturn has been slowing down some transformation that it's like you're like, I just want to be a new person already. Like, I just want to be who I want to be already. I see the person that I was, I see the person that I am now, and I see the person that I want to be, and I just want to be that person already. But Saturn is there, and it's like, hold up. It's going to slow down that transformation process, which is a little excruciating and a little hellish. But you will triumph in the end, but you're going to need some patience right now. Because, yeah, Saturn wants you to gain experience. All of it's going to be helpful. I feel like you guys intuitively know, though, that you're changing and you're just becoming a different person. I also see that some of you guys, if you're in a work situation and you're not quite getting along with the people right now, or not seeing eye to eye about something, like you guys are trying to build something or working on a project, it could be a business or whatever kind of situation. I feel like it has to do with work though. So you need to share the information that you know, and you need to listen to other people as well, because I feel like some of you guys feel like you just know it all, and you do know a lot, but you don't know it all. And what you guys are trying to get done, you both could use information from each other to get it done. Like, don't turn down what they're trying to say. Try to figure out, tell them what you know, and then try to figure out what they're trying to say and incorporate that into whatever you guys are trying to work on. Because I feel like you'll have a lot of success, and you'll realize like, oh, we just need to do some of what I said and some of what they said, and boom, we can get it done. But like, doing it just their way or doing it just your way is not going to work. I do feel like some of you guys have been having a conflict in opinions with your family members lately. So you have your opinion and they have their opinion, basically. And if it's not your family members, for some of you, it's just your friends or the people that are like your peer group. I feel like you guys have Chiron in the 8th house, right, or in the 11th house right now. And that 11th house deals with hopes, dreams, wishes, your friends, your social networks, all your networks. And not so much to do with your family, but this is a part of it because you have Chiron in there, and Chiron is a planet of healing deep wounds. So I feel like right now you're having to heal. People just don't exactly agree with what you have to say or the way that you're doing things. And for some of you, you feel like it's too much. Like, I can't even fight up against these people because it's like one of you and all of them, and they all disagree with what you're saying. But you need to be strong right now, and you need to stand your ground, because I feel like you're not standing your ground. If you have your opinion and your thoughts and ideas and your philosophies about life, they're valid because of what you've been going through. Everybody has their own perspective based off of their knowledge and what they've been going through. And I feel like you need to allow yourself to be free from their opinion. And yes, it may be uncomfortable. Chiron's going to be there for about, I forgot how long. Chiron's usually in a planet for a long time. Maybe like 7 years or something like that, or it's quite a bit of time. I'm sorry, I don't know right now, but if you guys Google Chiron and how long does it stay in a planet, you can figure out for how long it will be there. But this just has something to do with other people's opinion and yours, and maybe you just kind of feel like you're a little bit alone, or your opinions are different and stuff right now. But you need to stick with this because it's going to build you up to basically be not giving a fuck eventually. But right now it's like you kind of care. It's going to build you up to be stronger, and you need to be strong right now. Just have the strength to stand up to people who don't agree with you, and it's okay. And you don't have to fight with them or anything like that, but you can let them know, I have a difference of opinion. Do not just agree with people just because they're disagreeing with you. You guys are very outspoken anyway, so just keep that same energy, basically. I also see that some of you guys, I think some of you guys are really starting to go after what it is that you want in life. Like your vision. You have a vision, and you're very ready to make it happen. You see it and you're ready. Like, you're super ready. You're ready to do what you have to do to make it happen, and be who you have to be to make it happen. Like, you're sitting in your power, and you know you can make it happen. You have all this willpower and passion and desire to make it happen, and it's going to make you very happy. But you're super laser focused on it right now. And you also realize too, I feel like I need to say this for some of you guys, but this is going to be also coming into the new year. You realize that you have to be adaptable, and you can't let nothing stop you from this, because this is important for you. If you get hurt or you fall down or whatever, metaphorically, you got to get back up. Regenerate and get back up. And adapt to your surroundings accordingly. Like a chameleon, basically. I don't know why, but I'm, seeing I'm seeing it on this card. It's like a lizard or a chameleon or a reptile, basically. Like, sometimes when you cut off their limbs, they regenerate, and you're like, what? Damn, it's hard to kill this thing. And they can adapt to very hot environments and very cold environments. or pretty much any environment. So I feel like that's what some of you guys need to do. If you're not doing that, that's what you need to do right now. I was just thinking, like, how bad do you want this? Whatever it is that you want, would you see for yourself in the future, in your career, in your love life, in your life in general? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to see this manifest? And that should be your motivation to get you started and to keep you going. I also see that, because this thing is tied into your prosperity. It's not like you're cutthroat with it, like, I will do anything and, like, move anybody out of my way. You still have a heart. Like, you're still empathetic towards people. This may be some type of charity work too. I feel like it might be like you want to start a foundation. You want to start something to help other people. But there's a lot of prosperity tied into it. And I feel like you need to go with it. The universe is giving it to you. Like, here you go. Here's your thing. Here's the idea. Here's whatever that you want. And it's up to you to take it and use it. I also see that some of you guys, you need to realize that you have more options. Like, I think there's things in the past that used to satisfy you, that used to make you happy, and you need to realize that there are other things that can make you happy. You might be looking towards the past basically for things that used to make you happy, and it's not time for that. It's time for you to look at new things that will make you happy. If it was people, new people that will make you happy. You don't have to look for somebody specifically. It's just somebody who would make you happy. Some job that would make you happy. Some house, something. Things that used to make you happy, things that used to fulfill you. Now it's time to realize you have options. You don't have to go back to the past, and it's not a good idea. It's time for you to move forward. Create a new vision. Because you've been looking in the past. And now it's time for you to be in the present and live in the present, but also set your sights for the future. For what do you want to see? I feel like some of you guys, you realize that if you haven't realized, I feel like some of you guys realize, like, somebody in the past that you used to date or was with, like, you realize you got options and you want somebody who's more dependable and who's willing to give you what you give them, and who's willing to, like, spoil you and treat you nice and treat you like you're worth. I also see that some of you guys, you're gonna have a new start. Like, you're ready to start something new. You're ready to take a new journey. You might be ready to move to a new place. For a while, you have been observing a lot of things. You've been collecting a lot of information, and now you're ready to move. So that's good. Some of you guys are really, like, taking a leap of faith, basically. I also see that some of you guys, basically, like I was saying, you have something to offer. You realize that there is a supply and demand. So people need something and you have something to give them. So you need to start working towards that and use your charm, and that will help you to be successful. Yeah, you need to meet the people's demand with something and be charming as well, because you guys are pretty charming. Like, I feel like you guys may have gotten some of your charm from Taurus, because I feel like every sign gets something from the sign ahead of them, and Taurus is ahead of you guys. I feel like Taurus gets something from Aries and on and so forth. But yeah, using what you have to offer to people And I feel like you just, yeah, you need to take a leap of faith, but it's time for you to kind of put yourself out there in different little things, like different projects, different something that you would normally not do, but like you need to go on a little bit of an adventure in life and try some different things, because it will basically, like, no risk, no reward. It's time for you to take some risks and do some things. You'll intuitively know what these things are, following your passion, following your ideas. I feel like you'll come out on top, and you'll actually get recognition, and people will appreciate you for this. I also see that some of you guys, like I was saying in the beginning, that you're ready to speak your truth. You're ready to speak your truth and live in your truth. I see the sword that I was talking about right here. You guys got the Knight of Swords. It's time for you to use your knowledge. Use what you know and then take action on it. But not only just quick action, like you use what you know and you take action on it. Consistently take action on it. And like, you know, stay, because sometimes you guys can get bored. So I just feel like whatever knowledge that you have, whatever truth that you want to speak, you want to communicate your ideas, you have so many thoughts and ideas, and they're very innovative. And I just feel like you guys are just really smart. Like, your knowledge, you want to communicate your knowledge, you want to communicate your ideas, you want to communicate new ways to do things. I feel like you should do it, and then I feel like you should stick with it. Don't drop it and then go do something else. Just stick with it, because that's going to bring you success. Because remember, next year is going to be about being a little bit more on the practical side, rather than starting things, stopping them, doing something else. You kind of need to find something and stick with it. It's okay if you do different things, but you need to follow those things through and like use your energy wisely. I also see that some of you guys, yeah, I just feel like you guys got this moon card. I just said that you had a new moon. What did I say? New moon, right? Oh, full moon in your 11th house. I mean, in your first house. So I feel like you guys have been, like I said, shining a light on your insecurities, and the universe has been shining light on your insecurities and things that are hidden, the unknown. It's for you to see on purpose. If anything ever comes to the light, or if you ever like realize something about yourself or realize something about other people that you just did not see before, that's on purpose for you to then move accordingly after that. So maybe not mess with that person in that way, or you need to have a talk with that person, or for yourself, for you to see how do you know you need to work on something if you can't see it? So that's basically what it's for. You guys need to work on some things, and now you're seeing it. Working on your insecurities, working on your emotions. It's like, instead of allowing it to make you feel down, because I feel like that's how a lot of you guys have been feeling, allow it to motivate you to change. You know, just be like, now I know what I want to change about myself, so I can actually take steps to do it. Because you do have a lot of support from the universe to do this right now. That's why it's happening. And you guys might have some support from other people that you don't even know are supporting you. I feel like for some of you, it's some people like in the background supporting you. Like you're doing something and you're kind of insecure about it or whatever, but there's actually some people rooting for you in the background. And for others of you, this is like your ancestors, the universe, like spirits, spirit guides. They are supporting you through this time right now, through trying to get through your insecurities, trying to get through what you don't like about yourself, trying to help you get through your fears, because this is about your fears too. I also see that some of you guys, you may be focused on your work or what you feel like is important right now, and you're going to see some harvest soon. Because you've been very focused, like you've been putting your, you know, energy, what is it? Energy goes where attention flows. So you've been putting a lot of energy into something specifically, and it's going to pay off for you. But for some of you, it's going to pay off, but it won't be enormous. It will be like, you've been putting this much effort into something, you're going to get this much effort out of it. And you're going to realize that. You're going to be happy with what you get, but then you're also going to realize like, okay, well, I think I need to be taking some more action on this, or I need to be focused on it more. I'm going to figure out how to make this bigger and better. I see that some of you guys, because you guys got this. I'm just going to show you these cards real quick because they're, to me, they represent, you got outsider. It's like a girl. She's got that little ball of stuff, magicalness and some dragons. And then you got supernatural. Supernatural, the words say inexplicable, miraculous, otherworldly. There's like some fish with some butterfly wings on them. Like how, what the hell? And this outsider, it's like a ball of energy. You're realizing how energy works. You're realizing how you're powerful. Look at this girl. She's got a little smirk on her face because she's just like, I know how to use this ball. I created this ball. I feel like you guys are realizing that. This is Saturn and Pluto in your 8th house. This is what it is. This is how, this would be like a depiction of it. Dark things that are in, like in the dark, but power. Like dragons are powerful. She's powerful. She looks like she knows what the fuck she's doing. And this is Uranus in the 12th house. You guys have been having weird, like crazy dreams, weird epiphanies. Things have been coming to you. This is about like just weird shit happening, especially with your dreams and especially on your outside, like just stuff that you cannot explain. And it also talks about, because outsider says misfit, loner, wanderer. I feel like some of you guys feel like I said, other people don't agree with you. Other people can't see what you're seeing, and it's okay. And you may feel alone right now, but it's like the perspective that you're getting, all of this knowledge that you're gaining, like you're going to be able to use it. It's going to help you. And maybe they're not a part of your path as much as you think that they are. And some of you guys have some spiritual gifts and you're not using them because you're afraid of what people are going to think about you, especially because the 8th house deals with the occult, and Uranus in the 12th house deals with different things, like hidden things, collective consciousness. Like you're getting downloads, you're seeing stuff before it happens, you know things before they're going to happen. Like you're straight up psychic right now. Most of you are straight up psychic. I'm straight up psychic right now. Like I wasn't always into this. I just, as Saturn moved into my 8th house and Pluto moved into there and then Uranus moved into my 12th house, this is what happened to my life. And it's different, and not everybody agrees with it, especially people who are very religious, and you just have to let them know, like, this is my life and I'm going to do what I want to do, especially if you're into astrology and if you're into the tarot cards, because I feel like a lot of you are. If you want to go deeper in it, do it. Do whatever. Because you have a lot of gifts when it comes to those things right now, and it's time for you to share it with people. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of what other people think about you? I know because you have Chiron in your 11th house and you're healing what other people think about you, but it's like, you got to remember, we're only here for a certain amount of time. We're not going to be here forever. And at the end of the day, we live our life. We're responsible for what happens in our life. We can't blame other people for what happens in our life. And we die alone. It's just us. It's just you. It's just you and your soul. And when you die, you can't take nothing with you but your soul and your knowledge. But it's like, would you be happy with what you did? Would you feel like you were really following your path? Would you feel like you were really being true to yourself? Because that's what this is about right now. It's about being true to yourself, even though it feels uncomfortable, even though you feel lonely, even though you feel like, what the fuck is happening to me? Even though it's weird, even though you don't even know everything about it. This is the path that you've been put on purpose. And it's time for you to follow it, because you will be happy that you followed your heart. I feel like some of you guys are going to have some people that are a little bit jealous of your situation, like they're talking bad about you or whatever, and maybe because you're into this astrology or, you know, different type of things. But don't worry about them, because they'll learn one day. They really will. I feel like you just need to be yourself. Some of you guys are basing your life off of other people's opinions, and it's like I said, Chiron in the 11th house, like it's time to heal that and just be you. Be you, your unique self, your unique, beautiful self. Like, just remember, like, you've been basing your life off of like, you know, your cars, your clothes, your money, your family, like all these outside things, your appearance. And your appearance is important, but it's like, who are you? If you don't have what you have, who are you in the inside? The thing that you can't see, who is that person? Because that's what you need to be asking yourself right now. Am I satisfied with the person who I am in the inside? Do I love myself? Do I love myself unconditionally? Do I love the person that I am? Because if you don't, it's really just time for some change. It's time to reevaluate. Why do I care about what other people think about what I have? It's just stuff. And I know it's important because, you know, money is how we do the world, but it's like, you can get all that. There's so many examples of people who get all this money and everything and are depressed and suicidal, and it does not make you happy. It really does not. Money is a great I'm not talking down on money, because it's energy. Money is just energy, and you guys probably already know that, but if you don't, you'll realize it's just energy. It's very resourceful. It can help you. It can help a lot of people, but it's not everything. You are everything. You have the power to use money. You have the power to attract money. You have the power to whatever. You have the power. And I think this year you're going to realize this year coming up. But you're going to have to take off this mask, take off this facade, because that's not you. Because on the outside you'll be cool, but when you get home to yourself and stuff, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel you not being in alignment with your heart, with your true self. And I feel like for some of you guys, like, you don't feel comfortable not wearing no makeup. You just don't. You always have to wear makeup. It's like, why are you uncomfortable to wear your real face? Like, to wear your natural face? Because I feel like for some of you, this is a problem. You only feel beautiful or whatever when you wear makeup. And it's time to reevaluate that. Because like I said, without anything other than you, are you satisfied with you? Are you satisfied with how you look without makeup? Because it's like, I think when you take off the makeup and you look in the mirror, you're just like, I prefer the makeup. But you should prefer yourself. I just feel like some of you guys just have to work on that one, and that has something to do with your insecurities that you have. I mean, I'm not trying to say this to like come down on you guys or anything like that, because I've been there. Like, I had so much acne and everything before, and I wore makeup all the time, and it's just like, I had decided, like, if I can't be good with my regular face, then like, I want to love what my natural face looks like. It's tiring to me, but I don't want to have to keep on putting on makeup every day to feel satisfied with what I see in the mirror. I want to love my face, and I want to love my body, and I want to love me naturally. Of course, I actually don't see anything wrong with surgery or anything like that, but that's just my personal opinion. I feel like people can do whatever the fuck they want to do. But I feel like, as far as makeup goes, I feel like I was hiding myself all the time. And I was just like, I'm pretty sure this makeup isn't helping my acne, so I'm going to heal my skin. And I did. And I just want to let you guys know that I just feel like you've been in the dark for a long time. And I just want to let you guys know that the light is coming soon. Things are going to get better, especially because Jupiter is coming in, is already in the 8th house, helping out with that really heavy energy in the 8th house. Okay, so anyway, that's pretty much all I have for you guys this reading. I'm just wanting to wrap this up. And pull a card. This is from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck, by the way. And those other cards that I showed you guys, that's from the Les Vampires deck. If you were wondering where the decks come from. And the other cards that I use is just the natural Rider-Waite tarot deck. Sorry, give me 1 second. And some blessing cards to clarify. All right, just like stuff doing stuff, but it's not coming out. So just give me one moment. Okay, this card flipped over twice, so we're gonna go with this. You guys got vanity. We were just talking about that. So it says, and this deals with the throat chakra, which is the 5th chakra. It deals with communication, truth, loyalty, serenity, faith, spirituality, creativity, and expression. It says, the tenuous balance between what is true in our heart and what we communicate is reflected in Aqua. Are you living and communicating your truth or just playing along? This may be a time of awakening to a new way of being. Be aware of distractions that may pull you away from the true you. I'm gonna hold this up. This says, Aqua people, I need more, bigger, better. Yes, that will make me okay. Crystal, Peter, and Mike are at a party in Mike's posh home, toasting success in their business. A mysterious old man appears and asks them whether they prefer gluttony or generosity. Puzzled, none of them answer. He reminds them that more does not mean better, and they laugh. Suddenly, they are alone, far from the party and rising water. We're getting more, cries Peter. Rain falls and the water rises faster. Play, shouts Crystal. We must do well with what we have. As they begin to have fun in the water, the rain stops. It says, we all say we will stop when we have enough, but there's never enough. You may be looking outside of yourself for validation. That's exactly what the fuck I was talking about. Chiron in the 11th house is healing what other people think about you, literally. And it's like looking outside yourself for validation instead of being satisfied with you, because your opinion matters the most. It says, am I feeling disconnected from any people in my life? Am I growing away from limiting relationships? Environmental tension, living in illusion, self-doubt, power to change, lesser companions, empty conversations, faith, awareness, and transformation. This is all what I was talking about in the reading. So yeah, basically some of you guys are just, you're changing, and other people around you, like I said, some people can't come with you because you're tired of, you don't want to even talk about the stuff that you're not even interested in what they're interested in. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did like the video, if you liked the video, like the video. Subscribe to my channel and share it if you feel like anybody else would benefit from this video. My email's in the description box below if you guys want a personal reading. I also have my social media information down there and the donation link. If you guys want to donate any little thing to this channel will help. That's pretty much all I got for you guys. So until next time, I'm sending you so much love and light, and happy holidays, and hope you guys have a good end of your year. Yeah, love and light to you all. Bye.